All right, Domesticated Owlbears is next. That's this one. So 175. 175. Let's do this one first. I'll be happy when we get our fast core up to automation, so I don't have to keep selecting all the freaking specialization again. Super happy. All right, so Penelope should slow down the owlbears. Hopefully they won't get to us. You'll hybrid. I don't know, Project Q. I feel like if you look through tutorials and you know what you kind of make sure you know what you're doing. Like again, I can build an air-cooled computer easily. I've built so many air-cooled computers. Like I built my first air-cooled computer in 96. So I have almost 3 decades of experience building air-cooled computers. But the liquid, like as long as you know, if I had read through, even though I wasn't building myself, if I had watched some tutorials and read through some stuff, I would have known that that they didn't set things up right. So it's more of just a do your homework a little bit, even if someone else is building it for you, so you can at least understand what was going on, because I did not understand what was going on, and that came back to haunt me, right? Which is, I mean, that's kind of true with a lot of things, but especially with your computer. Oh, Sir Moz. Yeah, that's the thing. I went with a pre-built for 2 reasons. The main one was, at the time, you couldn't get a GPU to save your life, and if you could, it had been marked up through the roof. Like I had entered, I think for about a year, I had been trying to like enter into those like raffles at online computer part places, where like, you know, I guess Newegg had a raffle and you entered in, and if you got pulled, you got to buy things from a list of stuff they had just got in, and included like GPUs. And I just hadn't had luck to try to get one at a normal price, and I didn't want to pay the outrageous price. So when I was looking around, it was like, oh, it's just so much easier and less expensive. It's actually way less expensive for me to just buy a pre-made computer, because they got deals. They got, you know, they could buy wholesale prices and then pass that savings on to the rest of us. And so that's one of the reasons I did it. The other was, you know, thanks to everybody supporting the stream and trying out like our raid promo, I won a contest where they were going to give me a bunch of money towards a new computer. So I had to submit like an invoice for parts, either parts or a pre-made, and I just went with pre-made because there was no way to submit an invoice for parts for a GPU I couldn't even get a hold of. But yeah, nowadays it's just sometimes you can find discounts on certain things, but unless you and I don't like buying stuff piecemeal and then eventually putting something together because I don't know. I don't know that that works real well all the time. So it was always just like trying to find the best prices that I could for the things that I wanted and building an affordable system in the past. And this time I just went all in on, at the time, what was really solid stuff. Um, but it was mainly one of the big reasons was like crypto, right? Crypto mining. It's one of the big reasons you couldn't get a hold of GPUs at all, and then it was even worse when the pandemic kicked off. So, Aeolium. Okay, we're going to 175. 175. Ooh, gems. Oh yeah, let's see how our Nordum rolls out. Class I. Okay. So we got the last blue we needed. So we're good. Now we can fish for blue. Ooh, medium potion of speed. Now we can fish for blues out of electrums as well. So our Nordum now is. Where are they? Oh, there he is. Blues and a purple. We need blues on Sentry. What else? Egbert and Havilar. There it is. Okay. So let's go. See if we can get a blip. We're just fishing. We want speed potions and we want blue items. There's a speed potion. Nice. Another speed potion. There's a blue item for Egbert. Scotch eggs. Another speed potion. This is great. This is great. Could use some large speed potions too. If you want to give me some of those. There's a large potion of speed. Not enough blue items though. We need more blue items. There's one. Avalar, yay! Ugh. Just lots of stuff that we already have. I mean, I'll take the contracts. There's a medium potion of speed. And another medium potion of speed. Okay. So at least we ended with some speed potions. We got 2 blues out of all that, which wasn't the greatest, but that's the only way we can really get blues. So Havilar's down. She got this one. We need this now. And Egbert got 1, so he's down to 2. He got this one. we back? Speak contest, one audiobook for copy of Relics of Ruin from Dungeon Scrawlers. Nice. Yeah, I finished it last night. So good. So good, folks. Relics of Ruin, the second book in the Books of the Usurper series from Aaron M. Evans. First one was Empire of Exiles. It was so good. They're both so good. Now we just gotta wait a couple years for the third one. But it's fine. It's fine. Oh, and I started Dune. So back when we did our book club day, where I went through and made lists of books and series to go try out. I did order the like a box of Dune books, like a set. And I just started the very first one, so I'm reading Dune for the first time ever. My mom started before me. She's like 3 or 4 books into the series, into the box set. You got a signed copy? I ended up with 2 copies, and I don't know how I ended up. I don't know if I just bought it twice on accident, like pre-ordered it somewhere and then pre-ordered it again somewhere else. Oh, okay. But, you know, there's worse things to have than 2 copies of a good book. So. Yeah, I've read all the Hitchhiker stuff. I think. I have like the big book that's supposed to be like all of them together. I read them all separately one point, and I was like, I just need the whole thing. Some items duplicate when not observed for a time. That's funny because my 20s in my wallet never duplicate, and I don't look at them ever because I never spend cash. I never use cash. What we're doing right now, if you don't know, folks, we're running through Waterdeep to get a bunch of variants done. We did all the adventures. We did the main storyline. It ends at Waterdeep. But then to unlock Owlbears, you have to do the gargoyle, and you need 45 total adventures and variants, not counting patron stuff. We're only at 23. We need 22 more. And I made a list the other day of ones I wanted to start with that I thought would be like easy starting stuff. So that's what we're doing. I think we already didn't we do everything. Man, we did almost everything. We should probably do a deep run here again. But I don't want to do it. I'd have to buy a epic speed potion from a patron because I wouldn't want to do it without an epic. Maybe before we unlock Owlbears, maybe we'll do another deep push. Have jacket pockets as you random flying cash in? No. No. Yeah, I'm pretty specific where if I have cash, it goes in my wallet. Change goes in my pocket, and then it comes out of my pocket and it goes on a shelf over there. I have too much change. I got to get rid of all that change at some point. But again, I stopped during the pandemic. I just stopped using cash. Like, ever. I don't use cash ever now. So I just got a pile of change over there that's kind of covered in dust because it just never... It never gets anything taken out of it. It never gets anything added to it because I don't pay with cash. Never had multiple copies of a CD either. How does that happen? I've never had that happen either. I don't have multiple copies of movies. Oh. It did when I went through the crate. When I opened up the crate to see if it had any of the stuff for doing maintenance on the liquid cooling system, I found the bag that had the like I got a free Origin T-shirt, right, when you order your Origin PC, and and it reminded me they sent me the wrong size back then too. That should have tipped me off from the beginning. They couldn't even get me the right size shirt. Like, come on, people. Like, I looked on my order form, it says the right size, and they didn't send me that size. Yeah, the coin shortage during the pandemic was my fault. No, I don't have that many. Oh yeah, that'd do it, contractor. I mean, I could see ending up with multiple copies from something like that, but no. What I do have is like 2 drawers full of computer cables and spare stuff that I really should just throw away. You know, those drawers you build up because you're like, well, but I'm always buying this again. Maybe I'll need it on the next time I upgrade my computer. But no, nope. I am the person that keeps like all the like when I buy stuff, I keep the boxes they come in, and I just in case I got to take them back, and I stack them up in the garage, and but then I forget the whole part where okay, after like 3 to 6 months, and I know everything's working correctly, break them down and recycle them. I forget that part. I forget that part. Only 2 drawers. I should downsize to your level. Right. Who knows when you might need a VGA cable? Exactly. Three 55-gallon tubs full of cables? Okay, no. We need to. Somebody go over to the Bard's Forge's house and stage an intervention. How many cables I can accept, but why would you have three 55-gallon tubs? Oh, that's actually fair. That's a fair and valid question, I feel like. Had to buy them to hold the cables is probably the answer. Hey, large potion of speed. Nice. That was worth it. That was worth it. That was worth opening. Oh, conventions for him. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, it's one of those things like, well, I've got this. You know what this would be cool for? This would be good for storing stuff in. And then suddenly you're storing stuff in it. And it's like, you didn't have that stuff before, but suddenly you have that stuff. And then once you have it, like, but where is it going to go? It's kind of like having a house that's too big. This house is too big. You just start accumulating things to fill it up. And it's like... Go, domesticated owlbears.